Hi, my name is John Matthews, and in this short DVD we'll be talking about the new wireless Provision HD unit, what you get in the box and how to set it up in your home. It's all very simple and we'll go through it step by step to show you how you get wireless pictures in another room in your home. Okay, running through the items that you get in the box. The first item is the HD transmitter. This is easily identifiable by the two HDMI connectors on the back. This one is to your local television and this one is from your source device. The other unit is obviously the receiver having one HDMI port on it. This is to connect to your local television. Also in the box you will have two aluminium cradles which you can, if you so desire, mount the sender and transmitter receiver to. Additionally, if required, you have two wall brackets along with screws to allow you, if you want to, mount the unit on the wall. Also in the box you have an infrared blaster and an infrared receiver. The infrared receiver will go with your remote unit and the blaster will go with your transmit unit. These two items will allow you to actually control the HDMI device that you're connected to. Also in the box you have two power supplies. The power supplies come with adapters for the UK, for Europe and also for America. To fit the adapter, simply take the adapter of your choice, clip it in and plug it in place. You also have a complete instruction guide explaining how to set the unit up. Okay, so now we arrive at the installation of the system. The first part of the system that we're going to install is going to be the transmitter. Remember, this is the one with two HDMI connections on the back. One connection will go to your television and the other connection go to your source device. In this case, the source device is going to be a HD Blu-ray player. Additionally to the unit itself, excuse me, you'll need two HDMI cables. The reason for the two cables is one goes from the source device to the sender and the other one is from the sender to your local television. If you was using something other than a DVD player, possibly a Sky HD box, which is very popular, then one cable would connect from the HD box to the transmitter and one cable from the transmitter to your local television. Additionally, you've also got the optional bracket or wall mounting device, so you can either choose to set your unit up by the side of your television or possibly using the bracket behind the TV, or what quite a few people prefer to do is actually place it on a flat surface. By placing on a flat surface, the HDMI cables will come out and won't attempt to pull the device over. Choice is yours. You'll also need the blaster, the infrared blaster, and of course the power supply with the adapter fitted for your country, and that will obviously power the transmitter. Okay, so the first thing we need to do with our source device is actually locate where the infrared blaster should be positioned. Bear in mind that with the source device, the infrared detector on the front of the source device will probably sometimes not actually be very visible. In the case of this unit, the infrared detector device is here. So what we do is we take the blaster and position the blaster where the source device is. Trapping it under the device itself will keep it firm and stop it from moving. So now we've got the source device ready with its infrared connector. It's time to connect up our transmitter unit. First thing we need to do is connect up the two HDMI connections. And as I said before, they go in the back. We have one for the TV and the other for the source device. And it's important to know when you're looking, the unit itself doesn't get supplied with HDMI cables. You will need to buy those, and it's just important to make sure that you buy reasonably good quality ones. If you buy HDMI cables that are of poor quality, the system will not actually function. Okay, so having connected up our two HDMI cables, we then need to rotate the source device. Okay, so now we've plugged in the source device. The HDMI output from the source device is going to the HDMI input on our transmitter unit. The next step will be to connect the local television HDMI cable from this point on the transmit unit to a HDMI source port on the television. Okay, all that remains to do now is connect the output from the HDMI socket on the transmit unit to your HDMI point on your local television. You'll also note that the infrared blaster is also connected at the back. So the system is now all set to be powered on, and all that remains now is simply to plug in the power supply and allow the unit to boot up. And now we'll go through the process of what actually happens when that takes place. Okay, our system is now all set up and ready to go. We've plugged in our DC mains lead, DC connector, sorry, and you will see that a green light has actually come on to the transmitter box. At the moment there is no signal actually being shown on the television itself, and this is because the transmit unit takes approximately a minute to initialize itself and set up for streaming the video. The transmitter unit then, once it's set up, starts flashing a blue light, and you'll notice the picture has now appeared on the main television. So we know now that as far as downstairs is concerned, we're good to go. The blue flashing light actually means that the unit is now attempting to communicate with the remote unit. Now, in terms of communication, this distance is quite variable and really depends on the number of brick walls and the thickness of those walls, their construction, as to just how far you can actually get this unit to transmit wirelessly. In most of the applications we've tried it with, the unit works very well in a typical modern home of 3 to 4 bedrooms, you know, a standard type property. So what we're going to do now is we're now going to go and set up our receive unit, which operates in a slightly different way, and it is in fact the receive unit that gives us the information about the system itself. Okay, so now we're at our remote location. Currently the unit is off. You'll note the infrared detector. It is actually supplied with some Velcro pads, so if you want to, you can attach it unobtrusively to a corner of your screen. So So what we're going to do now is we're going to connect the power, which we'll do, and after a short pause you'll see the green light come on. You will also note that a picture immediately appears on your remote television giving you the transmit receive revision number. This is currently at 6, either 6.0, 0.01 or 0.02. They're all fine. This is the build date information and the Provision logo. You'll now notice that the unit itself has a flashing blue light similarly to that of the transmitter. That is to say that it is connecting or trying to connect to the transmitter. This becomes a solid light when the unit finally connects, and we are now connected wirelessly to our remote television. Again, showing the content of our DVD in the other location. So that really is the end of our short DVD demonstration on how to connect a Provision HD wireless streamer system. The system is very versatile, it's easy to put together, doesn't take much longer than 5 or 10 minutes. The units are portable, they can be moved to different locations, so you're not actually fixed with viewing your content in just the one place. You can, if you wish, move it around.